Bonjour de Paris. Dearest, much younger colleagues, I'm truly excited to address the fourth edition of the Young Ambassadors Forum, and I'm very glad that the organizers, whom I thank, chose such a meaningful topic as international conflict management and sustainability in humanitarian action. This is a very timely debate as we live in a dangerous world, especially since we have a war on our continent and at our borders. Besides, we have the Cold War back, with a difference. Today, the mechanisms that existed in the past Cold War, mechanisms of dialogue, of contact, of control, are not there anymore. We have a multiplication of conflicts everywhere, more and more interlinked with each other and linked to a global threat of terrorism that can strike anywhere in the world. We have climate change running faster than we are. We have a globalization that has brought enormous benefits, but also dramatically increased inequalities in the world with terrible consequences in relation to the well-being of people and also to the security of our planet. We are facing a fourth industrial revolution that, again, we hope will bring great benefits to mankind. But when one thinks about genetic engineering or artificial intelligence or many other developments, it's clear there will be a huge impact on our economies, on our societies, on our labor markets, and many factors could be detrimental to the well-being of mankind. War is becoming increasingly complex and sophisticated, from religious war to cyber war to information war, and so is and should be mediating peace. Today, internal conflicts frequently take on regional and transnational dimensions. Many feature a deadly mix of fragmented armed groups and political interests funded by criminal activities. Conflicts around the world drag on for years and decades, holding back development and stunting opportunities. Comprehensive peace agreements are becoming more elusive and short-lived. Political will wanes. International attention drifts. As bad as the situation is in many parts of the world, I dare to remain optimistically realistic and firmly convinced that it is within our power to tackle and reverse these trends. For this, it is absolutely essential to preserve three things: global solidarity and collaboration, multilateral governance institutions, and the rule of law in international relations. That is why diplomacy for peace is the top priority for our days, and we must make prevention our even bigger priority. But prevention also includes investments in mediation, in peace building, in sustainable development. We have to be bold and creative in bringing together the avenues and capacities that are available for mediation and peace building. I had the chance during my 30-plus career in diplomacy to work in UN peacekeeping missions or associated missions in Kosovo, Iraq, and Serbia. It is clearly a remarkable enterprise of multilateralism and international solidarity that has helped countries move from war to peace. But peace operations cannot succeed if they are deployed instead of a political solution, rather than in support of one. And UN peacekeeping missions now operate in far more dangerous, complex, and high-risk environments. And so is the case for the EU peacekeeping missions and the NATO peacekeeping missions. They're under threat from armed groups, criminals, and terrorists who have access to very powerful modern weapons. When reflecting on adjusting all the means and tools, be they national or global, to the times, we should keep in mind several factors that I suggest to you for reflection. The increasing intractability of conflicts and their long duration call into question our approach to conflict resolution and peace building. We must consider whether we should be more realistic in our aims, matching our goals to the resources and time frame available. In many cases, this might result in focusing on governance rather than building governments, encouraging local level reconciliation and approaches rather than state-driven efforts, and identifying what is sufficient rather than optimal. It's important to remember all the time that terrorism is a consequence of inequality, discrimination, exclusion, rather than a cause. Our role in promoting the globally agreed UN values is thus more essential than ever. More broadly, the political context for conflict resolution is changing. Unity among the international community continues to be elusive on many conflict situations, including, as you could see even during the last days, in the UN Security Council. On some conflicts, the rifts appear to be growing. That is why it is important to always keep in mind that peace building and sustaining peace require strong partnerships between international organizations in support of nationally owned solutions. Joining efforts in the field of reconciliation and building trust as some of the basic foundations for lasting peace. Helping nations overcome their inhibitions and challenges during political and integrative processes that would ensure their long-term stability and prosperity are also essential lines of action for us. For all this, we badly need you, the brilliant, courageous, and creative younger generation, to get involved in all these endeavors and become some of the fiercest defenders and promoters of peace in our region and in the world. As the former and probably most quoted UN Secretary General Kofi Annan said, young people should be at the forefront of global change and innovation. Empowered, they can be key agents for development and peace. If, however, they are left on society's margins, all of us will be impoverished. Let us ensure that all young people have every opportunity to participate fully in the lives of their societies. So you have our back on everything you aspire to do. Just try and strive to be not only the future, but also the present of our world, and make it better together. Thank you.